Remove all the parts, and if you have your own tools, the installation process will be smoother. Step 1. Remove the original rear wheel. Turn the bike upside down. Unscrew the nuts on both sides of the rear wheel with open-end wrench and remove the washers. Use a number 24 open-end wrench and freewheel remover. Insert the freewheel remover into the freewheel. Then screw down the freewheel after loosening it with an open-end wrench. Use a number 4 Allen wrench. Unscrew the screws holding the disc and remove the disc. Deflate the tires. Remove the outer tire with the assistance of 2 tire lever. After prying up one spot, secure the tire lever to the spokes. Pry out the outer tire little by little along the edge. Then scrape down the rim. Remove both the inner and outer tires. Remove the tire cushion. Step 2. Assembly of motor wheel. Put these on wheel with motor. Use the inner tire's air nozzle to pass through the holes in the tire cushion to easily hold the cushion in place. Putting the tire cushion on the wheel. Next, mount the outer tire. When mounting the outer tire, pay attention to the direction. This arrow is clockwise when the motor is facing you. To mount the outer tire, mount one side of the wheel first. Then mount the inner tire. Tuck the outer tire into the wheel. Tucked into the last part, the tire were tight and needed to be pried in with the aid of a tire lever. The tire is marked with the value of air pressure that tire can withstand. Inflate the tire to the marked air pressure range. Attach the freewheel to the wheel with the motor. Install the freewheel as shown in the video. Then install the freewheel remover to spin the freewheel. Tighten and remove freewheel remover. When operating, be careful not to let the axle run over the cable. Use an Allen wrench to remove the disc set screws on the wheel. Remove the protective washer. Load the disc with the lettered side facing up. Start by gently tightening the screws. Then tighten them in turn. Step 3. Attach the motor wheel to the frame. Install a stop-turn washer on both sides of the wheel. Note the washer protrusions and axle notches in one direction. The stop washers face the same way on both sides. Measure the fork width before mounting the wheel. If it's not 140 mm, the frame will need to be aligned. Install the wheel into the frame. Note the orientation of the stop washer. After installing the washer, screw on the nut, but don't tighten it. After confirming that the wheel is not crooked, tighten the nuts on both sides with a number 18 open-end wrench. Then install the axle protector. On the side with the cable, pass the cable through the hole in the protective cover and attach it. If there is disc rubbing, adjust the angle of the brake clamp. Step 4. Install the controller box. Remove the dust cap from the crank. Use the coulterless crank and axle bolt tool to remove the crank set screw. Then use the other end of the coulterless crank and axle bolt tool and remove the crank. Using a Phillips screwdriver, remove the retaining screws from the controller. Attach the controller box to the seat tube. Tighten the screws to secure the controller. Install the paw sensor and tuck the excess cable into the controller box. Install the paw sensor and tuck the excess cable into the controller box. Put the crank back on. Step 5. Install handlebar parts. Turn the bike upright. Remove the handlebar covers. If you have a pump, try this method. Remove the air nozzle and insert the tube into the small hole in the side of the handlebar cover. After plugging the small hole on the other side, inflate it and the handlebar cover will come off easily. Rotate the adjusting nut on the brake handle to align the notches, and separate the brake cable from the brake handle. Loosen the fixing screws of the brake lever and shift lever, and remove the brake lever. The right side goes into the brake handle first, then the throttle felling. Then put in the handlebar covers. Adjust the angle of the brake handle, shifter, and throttle felling, and tighten afterward. Be careful not to touch the shifter by pressing down on the gas pedal. Unscrew the fixing screws of the control panel. Remove the shift lever and install the control panel on the inside. Note the orientation of the panel. The power button faces the person. Put on the handlebar cover. After adjusting the angle, tighten to secure them. Snap the head of the brake line into the brake handle. Connect the notches of the nut in a line. If the brake line is too tight, loosen the brake line set screw on the brake clamp first. Once the brakes are installed, tighten the brake lines and retighten the clamps. Step 6. Connect and organize cables. Connect the cables on the controller to the wires on the handlebars, one by one according to color. Observe the notches and the joints, align them and connect them. Organize the motor cables as shown in the video, to avoid the cables touching the chain ring. Take care to align the arrows above when connecting them. Next, use the cable ties to organize and secure the cables. Be careful not to tie into the chain, brake cable, or shifter cable when securing the cable. The controller box shelters the excess cable and is secured with a cable tie when finished. The top tube is thicker and uses a combination of two ties to secure the cable. Gather the cables at the front of the bike and secure them with cable ties. Finally, cut off the excess threads. Step 7. Installation of batteries and testing. Secure the battery compartment to the top tube with a Velcro tie. Plug the power supply into the controller box, taking care to align the notches, and screw it down. This completes the installation. Test to see if cranking the crank is assisted. Push the throttle felling, and you have power without pedaling. To the end of this installation, please contact us if you have any questions.